This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 2967. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome once again. I'm feeling magnificent. And today I've got a situation. I hate when these things show up, and they show up much too frequently, especially during times like these. Someone has received an oral offer, but it's been a couple of weeks now and they don't have the offer letter and no one's getting back to them. What do we do? Hope you find this. I hope you're never in this situation, but the probability is someone you know or you may wind up here, and this is how to handle it. And I'll be back in just one moment. I verbally accepted a job offer and I haven't gotten an offer letter. It's been a week and the recruiter is not answering my calls and responding to an email. What should I do? Now, I have to preface this by saying it's possible that you interpreted their inquiry about compensation into they're making me an offer. They may not have made that decision yet. They may not have said these words. We're making you an offer. The offer is at. And as a result, you, shall we say, overstepped here in your expectation. So if that's the case, you misunderstood. Now let's assume that you understood correctly. Here's what to do. And this is one of my favorite things. It worked for me as a recruiter when clients were sometimes ducking me. I would start off by sending an email. I waited, most people message on a predictable pattern. And, they do it twice a day or every day or something predictable. So you skip a day or you come off the pattern in some way. And then the subject line of the message or text says, "Are you okay?" And in the body of the email, and in the rest of the message of the text, you said, "I received an oral offer. I'm still waiting for the offer letter. I've tried contacting you a few times. I haven't heard back. I'm just trying to make sure. Are you okay?" Now, that normally guilts them or gives them some feeling of shame that they've been ducking you, and they know now that you're concerned about them, oh, God. Oh, and they tend to surface. And people have messaged me on YouTube recently who've tried this, and they said, as I've said to them, it works like a charm because it takes it out of the professional and puts it into the personal. And they're not ready for that. And you're using it as a weapon. So, "Are you okay?" as the subject line works very, very well. Now, if they don't respond to that, I would expect they're hiding because they have to pull out of this thing. And they don't want to tell you. I would try and escalate at a level above them. So if you're probably talking to HR and you escalate it to the recruiter's boss. If you're talking to the hiring manager, you first want to confirm that they're in, that they're still working there. Because I did have an incident once where the person who extended the offer resigned and now they put an oral offer out, but they didn't put it in writing. And I didn't tell my person to quit. I told them wait for the offer letter, and they backed out of it. So recognize that that's a possibility, assuming that you talk to a staffer of theirs, and you find out that they're in, you escalate at a level above them and say, "I've been trying to reach so-and-so for 2 weeks now. They made me an offer. I haven't gotten it in writing. I can't quit, obviously. Could you ask them to call me, please?" And again, what'll happen is the director will go to the manager and go, "What's with this?" Now, this may cause the deal to blow up, but it's already blowing up, is the reality to it. You may not want to experience that. You just want them to surface. But after 2 weeks of telling you that we're making you an offer, if they haven't given an offer letter yet, there's something wrong. And you got to understand that, because otherwise you're kidding yourself. It's so rare that this option exists where you're in a situation where They're making the offer. They're doing all the right things. And after 2 weeks, you don't have it. They got a template set up. They just got to plug in the title, your name, and the salary. 3 steps. It's no big deal. So blow it up. They don't really want you. And that seems to be what their behavior is telling you, even though we don't want to face it. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, visit JobSearch.Community. There's a lot more there that'll help you. In the meantime, I'll be back with more tomorrow. Have a terrific day and be great.